Hey, this is Eugene from Review Outdoor Gear, and I'm here to demonstrate a sharpening of the axe here. This is specifically the Husqvarna Carpenter's axe. You can click the link right here to watch a review of this axe, which will kind of show you all the details of it. But right now, I'm actually just going to go ahead and sharpen it and then finish this handle off very nicely. So you're going to need an axe, of course, for this process. I have here this one. You need a coarse stone. This Lansky Stone is kind of nice. It has two sides to it. It has a coarser side and then a finer side. You can get any stone that has kind of several grits, but starts with something more coarse and gets finer. And then I have this stone, which is about probably 1,200 or something like that in terms of grit. And then I have this ceramic rod just to finish it off. We're going to make this this axe really sharp to where it'll be able to cut paper and shave hairs. That's what I want. This steel is really nice. It'll be able to hold that edge really well. So it depends on the axe you have, but this one specifically will work really well with that. Then that's for the sharpening of the actual blade. And then to finish the handle, I just have a couple pieces of sandpaper. This is 100 grit. This is 600 grit. That'll be great. And then I have some boiled linseed oil. You can click the link below in the description to buy this on Amazon. I also have a link to this Lansky Stone on Amazon. Perhaps the Lansky honing oil. So check that out. And then I also have just some gloves to apply the oil with. I don't want to get on my hands. And I have a couple pieces of paper towel just to be able to wipe my axe and check it between the processes. And I have a Sharpie. This will be very important for sharpening of the edge. I'll show you how to use this. So let's get started. So you want to start by just making sure the blade is nice and clean. I mean, there's a little bit of a tree residue on that, but that stuff will come off. We're going to start by taking the Sharpie and marking the edge. So what you want to do is you just want to color in, starting from the very edge, and go right about to the end of the bevel. You can see where it kind of takes a turn to have the taper there at the very end. Just color that in on both sides. So once you got that done, you're ready to go, and you'll see why we need that. So what we're going to start with is this coarse grit Lansky Stone. There's different stones out there. There's water stones, there's oil stones. This is an oil stone specifically, so you just put a little oil on it. You spread that oil out on there, and then you want to start more flat to where you're going to start removing this black from this part of the axe and then go that way. So you'll see what I'm saying here in a second. Okay, you can start to see where I've taken off some of that black. So you start with that, and then you keep tipping the stone this way as you approach to the edge. And you want to kind of work, forwards and backwards on that edge until you get all the black off. So you can see here I've kind of gone through the edge a little bit, and now there's a lot of black left, and it's left in the grinding that was done at the factory. There's white slivers between it, but then there's the black. So you need to work until all that black is out. And with these Lansky stones, if you're getting a new one, you're going to have to put quite a bit of oil into it to saturate it first. It'll just keep sucking the oil in, but you'll get to a point to where the oil will just kind of sit on the stone like that. That's what you want. So just keep working on it. So you can see here I've gotten to the point where I've taken off all the black marker. It looks nice and clean. That was the coarse side. So you want to repeat that on the other side as well. And then you do the same thing over again with the fine side of the stone. So and then you do it with every single grit of stone you have. So guys, I just did the coarser grit of the stone to this point, and already you can see from doing both sides. First of all, you can see all that where I've been doing it. Already I can cut some paper with it. It's not the best, but that's just the first pass. So what you want to do again is you want to now, you want to wipe the oil off, and then you want to reapply the Sharpie to the edge. And you don't have to go as far up this time. A little bit closer to the edge. Put it on there on both sides, and then do the finer grit stone. So I've done both sides of the oil stone at this point, and again, you just want to wipe it down really well. Just give it a little test, through the 2 sessions we've gone through so far. See how we are. I mean, we're getting a little bit of that cutting action, but this is where we go on to the water stone. for this part, actually, these square flat stones are in one way actually a lot better because you're able to adjust the angle that you're going to be honing with much better. So you want to start kind of almost, you know, put it down on the blade like that, and then just lift it up just a little bit, and then just start sliding it on the blade like that. Okay, now you can start to see that I'm starting to get some of that felt marker off. And you just keep doing that until you get all of it off, just little by little. And stop right as soon as you're done taking all of it off along the whole edge. This will take some practice and the proper way to hold it, and you'll just find a comfortable zone for you. Once you get to the very fine part, or fine grit stone, you can always tell where it's dull by just looking at it like this, and you can see where your eye stops. So this blade is probably just still a tad dull right in the middle. It's maybe very hard to see on the video. On the absolutely razor sharp parts, you cannot see anything. You cannot see the edge. It just kind of goes into almost, you know, non-existence. But wherever you can see a little light falling, and you can see a shine from this side, that usually means there's a little bit of a dull spot. It's just a slight bit dull here in the middle. I've been trying to work that out so that that goes away. So you can see right when I get to the middle, it kind of stops cutting really well. But it is still pretty good. So I'm going to just do one last part with this, with ceramic rod, and you do the exact same thing. You put on a little edge of felt marker. Okay guys, we're down to the end here. You can see that beautiful edge coming on at the very tip, and at the very end you just want to do that one last time, carefully, away from the edge. And at this point I think we should have a very sharp axe. Some magazine here. I'd say that's pretty good. Alright guys, so there's still a couple little tiny burrs on this axe, on the axe head, but it's very sharp now. If you'd like to watch a review of the whole axe, click this link here, go to this video, and to see the finishing of the handle, click down here and I'll show you how I'm going to finish off this handle, and then it's going to be a set axe. It's going to be ready to go. So this has been Eugene with Review Outdoor Gear. Thank you very much for watching my videos, and ask any questions or leave any comments below, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, and praise God.